Good day to you, Pisces. Welcome to Meenakshi Tarot. Today is the 12th of October. So if you come across this reading anytime from the 12th of October, you will most probably mean to see it. So now I haven't been around for a while. I had a bit of a personal situation that came up. I was actually arrested for speeding in Johannesburg, and arrested. I wasn't fined. I was arrested, and anyway, I had my day in court, and while I'm now out and free, and I just took a moment to get myself together before I started doing the reading, so that I can be in the right space, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. Okay, so Pisces, my apologies, and let us begin. Let us see, what is it that the cards have to say for you, Pisces? Community, strategy, door to personal healing and happiness. This is really beautiful. So Pisces, we're seeing a situation where there could have been a lot of socializing or a social situation that has happened for some of you, something that's brought you great joy, great happiness, but it's something like you've had to plan. There's some kind of planning in this coming together, in this celebration. It's almost like wanting to be with like-minded people with the same maybe value system or ideas or love as well. You know, there's this common something that's brought you guys together, but it's also this energy of strategy, that you plan this. You plan this because you are taking positive steps to create and be in your personal healing and happiness. So it's like you've taken some collective steps. Maybe you got new friends, maybe you moved, maybe you relocated, maybe you changed your job or something, but you've done something here that was a plan for you. For some of you, you've done something here that's brought you into a new social circle, new friends. It was your intention, it was your plan to bring you this door to healing and happiness. It's like you're taking steps. You took steps. You're taking these steps. You've taken these steps, and you're planning this. Okay, Page of Wands. Okay, Seven of Cups. Strength, Leo energy. Five of Swords, your central card here. Okay, Empress, the World. So we see there's definitely some kind of messaging, some kind of changing that has happened. You know, it was an idea, something that you may have thought about for a long time. It was like a collective idea. It was something that is almost as though I can say it's okay. Give me a minute here, guys. This is like a couple of years. It's taken what I'm getting years. Like, this change has been happening over years. There's something that has happened in your past where there was these ideas, there was there was news, there was information, and you was almost like you've gathered all of this and you've been holding on to it, and it was something that was sort of like life changing for you, something like a cycle that had ended, something where you taken the step and maybe put yourself out there in a new situation, and you may have moved, you may have relocated, you may have changed jobs, but there's been this massive change. But even if it's not that kind of a change, it's almost as though a cycle that is ended, and part of you kind of like, you know, you look back at it, it's a memory that you have. But now you're in this energy, I'm saying, this energy where you need to plan. You've got these options, you've got these choices to make. And there's a bit of conflict within yourself, and there's a little bit of feelings of being trapped in your situation. Which is, it's sort of, it's like it doesn't gel, because it's like, this is like a conflict. How can you say you have options, but at the same time you have this conflict within yourself and that you feel trapped within your situation. That doesn't make sense. So do you have options, or are you creating a false hope for yourself that you have options? You got to be mindful of that. Or are you your own worst enemy, where you are creating this conflict and these feelings of being trapped for yourself when it is that you have options? Are you becoming your own worst enemy, Pisces? A lot of it could be that you are working against yourself, and you need to realize that it takes faith, it takes action, it takes doing things even afraid, and being clear in your thoughts and in your words about what it is that you want, and create this new beginning, this life for yourself, this prosperity for yourself. It could be a new family beginning. It could be a new relationship. It could be a new job, a new career, something new that's going to make you feel whole again, that's going to make you feel grounded in your situations, but it's going to just make you feel love and make you feel peaceful and make you feel wanted. And that is actually you needing to come to terms with that as much as there's this conflict within your situations, within your own mind, you need to quiet that mind and quiet your heart and look at moving towards this love situation. A lot of you are looking towards the past. And the past, there's nothing you can do to change it. You are here right now. So instead of feeling stuck, allow yourself to transform and move through this fear. Okay, let's draw some more cards here for you, Pisces. Let's draw some more cards here. This almost feels like this is a specific reading for people going through some sort of situation here. Okay, let's see here. You've got King of Swords. Okay, King of Swords. Strength again. Temperance. Could be dealing with the Leo person. Taurus energy here as well. Remember, the cards also have their own meaning. You've got the Empress here twice. You've got the King and Queen of Swords, Pisces. This is really about you allowing yourself to be very balanced about your situations. There's a lot of back and forth in this reading that I'm seeing. I get the energy of change. It's almost, I feel like somebody or persons have gone into something in their lives where they have changed things, and they've taken these steps to create this change for themselves. And you are looking at the decisions that you've made and at the situations from the past. And some of you might be very stubborn about things that have happened in the past. But you also know that you do need to allow yourself, so your spirit knows that it needs to allow itself to move forward. But you've also learned some lessons the hard way, and you have become a very strict person with yourself and with others. Okay. Some of you could be contemplating, on the flip side, some of you could be contemplating a situation with a Taurus person, and a lot of reflection is needed. Some of you may be needing to also, if there's no Taurus person, needing to take a moment to reflect within yourself about the past and the present. Where are you in conjunction with lessons learned from the past? What has happened is in the past, and realizing that you need to move forward, but also taking cognizance of your present situation. There was maybe a passionate situation from the past, a passionate love situation from the past, and that might be keeping some of you bound in the past. Could also be some of you are kind of allowing yourself to be stuck in situations and creating monsters where there are none, creating fears where there are none, and just being afraid to take that step to move forward. You need to really take a look at what are you investing your time and effort in, and also decide for yourself whether you are wasting your time in this situation or you are investing in a healthy situation, especially when it comes to reflections from the past. Are you focusing too much on things that have happened and things that have hurt you, or things that were not pleasing to you, or disappointments Some of you could have, made some decisions that you are today very disappointed by. Once again, you need to just be grounded in your energy. You need to be grounded in yourself and realize that you need to allow cycles to be over. You need to allow new cycles to begin. And you need to also recognize when you are repeating patterns. If you are doing the same thing and you're getting the same outcome, you need to be aware of yourself and your situations. This requires you to bring balance into your life when it comes to your passion, when it comes to your love. It's very important that you allow there to be this calm, and also there to be the passion. There's this fiery energy. We're looking at, you could be having Aries, Sagittarius, Leo around you or in your chart. You could also be with Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. So this is about you as well. You could be needing to bring balance into a situation with a Sagittarius person, with the love situation, whatever it is, a parent, child, or a lover, or spouse, or whatever it is, bring some balance into this love situation. Very intense. Very intense at the moment, Pisces. Very intense situations unfolding. But when it comes to love, there are lessons from the past that you need to learn from. And sometimes you have a tendency of thinking it was very idealistic, and you have this idea, this rose-colored tinted view of the past. And the reality is it was not like that. It's what you thought it was. It's what you needed to believe it was, and it actually wasn't like that. And so it's you maybe needing to take some inventory now as you move forward into your life, into your love. Being very fair to yourself and bringing yourself into balance as you, just focus on your life, on what has happened and what you've learned and whatever. See, there are feelings of some of you feeling a little bit like you're on your own. Capricorn energy coming in here. And I think it's a lot to do with you overthinking situations. You're feeling like there's this energy, and you know what? You've got the Empress 3 times in this reading. This is definitely some new beginnings. Some of you need to be very mindful. Could be additions to the family. There could be changes. There's definitely new beginnings, new opportunities, new situations unfolding here. So some of you are needing to be very mindful that, you have a tendency of feeling as though you are on your own and you have to do everything by yourself. But a lot of this is things that you brought upon yourself. There are times when the divine opens up your path to have some time to yourself. And it's a wonderful time for you to explore yourself, to get to know yourself, and to be your best friend. And you need to recognize when you have those moments when you're feeling like you are alone, and knowing the difference when you are lonely. So know that difference. In certain journeys, you have to take it on your own. And while you might be feeling as though friendships and relationships are all up in the air, you need to also be very mindful that you are not the one that's not reaching out and not being a friend and not trying to work things out. You need to be mindful of yourself in your situations, that you don't create self-pity for yourself. And, it's not that. It's about you overcoming some kind of fear to move forward. There's a lot of joy in your situation, and this is you needing to take this step towards this new beginning. You need to take the step to birth this new situation, this new relationship, this new career, this new circle of friends. You need to do that. And it does feel like you have to do it by yourself, and you may feel like you're very much alone in the situation. But this is a decision that you need to make, and a journey that you need to make that is going to bring you that happiness that you desire. But you also need to be very aware of temptations, of not thinking clearly about the future, not thinking ahead, and bringing balance into your situations. We see once again your energy, Pisces, and your energy coming through here. So you could be dealing with a Pisces person, a Scorpio, Cancer, could be also Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, or you could also have this energy in your chart, okay? These signs in your chart. So yeah, you're finding, you needing to rise above the calamities around you and look at what is it in the future. A lot of you needing to realize that you need to look into the future about things. You need to be mindful of new beginnings. You need to also be aware of temptations and lustful situations, and think very carefully about this, because there is attraction, there is love, there is intimacy, there is chemistry that is all brewing in your life. I see a lot of you are focusing on and contemplating on a relationship or a new situationship. Some of you are wanting to leave something to move towards something else, and it's something that both brings you both passion and a lot of love, but it's also a contemplative choice. This is a decision that you literally have to make with your head and say, look, this is what I know. I'm going into this knowing the consequences of this, and this is where I want to be. So some of you needing to make a very deliberate decision when it comes to relationship, choosing to be in this relationship. And some of you must be mindful that you are not choosing to walk into something that is a temptation because you are feeling lonely and left out. If you are wanting to leave your domestic partnership for an affair, be very mindful that you have not isolated yourself in your relationships, that you are not the one that is feeling so sorry for yourself and not allowing communication and not allowing love, intimacy to flow between you and your partner, not going that extra mile, not going for counseling, but feeling like a victim. So Pisces, it's like there's a bit of a twist here. There's a bit of a twist. This is what I'm picking up. So somebody could be in an established relationship and they are looking to move into something else, but you need to decide what are the reasons, and it should not be because of lustfulness and temptation. You need to think that love should be the foundation of you leaving an existing relationship to move to something else. If you're not loving where you're at, you're not loving your person, you're not loving yourself, be honest, talk about it. It's not a hostile situation. Express yourself. Allow there to be some kind of opportunity to build a bridge and to fix it if you can. And try therapy, guys. There's nothing wrong with going for therapy. It's very important. So okay, if you'd like to book a reading with myself, you'll find my details in the description box. All my readings are done online on Teams. So okay, so let's see, what is the direction card here for you? So it's quite a intense, layered situation, also a very secretive situation. I think there's a bit of secrets going on here, Pisces. There's some secrets going on. Rebel. This is some of you are called to be a bit of a brave heart in your situations, and but also it's important that you decide what is it you are rebelling against. Are you just being rebellious for the sake of being rebellious? Are you just wanting to be a bad boy or a bad girl, just for the sake of being a bad person and showing that you can be bad and thinking that being bad is good? You need to really look at in context of what is it that you're doing. This card is a sign for me to say to you that stop and take a conscious decision about your life. You could be rushing into something that you are ill prepared for. You could be behaving in a very childish manner. Be mindful of yourself in that. You could be just throwing a tantrum because you're needing and wanting some attention. You could be upset about something. So you need to be very careful and very mindful of the decisions that you are making. Where are you operating from? What is your decisions? Is it your heart? Is it your ego? And take a moment to reflect on that before you make any hasty decisions in your life. And go for therapy if you need to. So, thank you so much for watching. Remember to hit the like button, to follow, to share, to subscribe. I will really appreciate that. Take care until next time. Goodbye.